miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Long Island Blues Warehouse. As always, recorded at EKO Studios in Deer Park, New York, the official studio of the Blues Warehouse. And once again, we welcome you. Tonight, we're talking to a New York City band with a heavy rock edge. They perform a lot on the West Coast, like LA's famous Whiskey A Go-Go. They perform a lot in the New York City area. A lot of buzz being created on this band, especially due to the vocals on their lead singer. Tonight, we say hello and welcome this week's featured artist, Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps.
I'll take a blue pill and everything is alright. Selfish one, it's who you care about. Push and shove, and you finally get what you want. It's a dream in color, girl, you love me. It's a constant fight for all that I am and all that we are. Hold your breath, dance into the fire. Just to feel alive, we'll be here in the eyes of the girls and the boys. Never leave you to find a better way. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's a dream, it's a joke, it's a fantasy. It's a lie, it's a blow, not reality. It's a dream, it's a joke, it's a fantasy. It's a lie, it's a blow, not reality. It's a constant battle
Oh, yeah. This week's featured artist, Rachel, Lorin,
Hi, baby.
and the Blackstraps. How you doing? I almost called you kiddo.
That was close.
I promised myself I wouldn't do that
I'm
tonight.
not a fan of that.
You're not, are you?
Yeah, even ACEY knows not to call me kiddo.
20 years from now, you'll like it.
Yeah, but 20 years from now.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
You know.
Well, it's good to see you. Welcome,
see you.
welcome to the Blues Warehouse.
Looking so handsome.
You and ACEY, thank you, my dear. You and ACEY did my Friday morning show about a month and a half ago.
That was fun.
A raw
if I can
stripped down,
remember.
a raw stripped down acoustic kind of thing.
Too early for that.
It was a little early. 9 a.m.'s rough.
Yeah.
Now we're considerably later in the day. You're warmed up properly, I think.
Yeah.
It sounded like it based on what you just did.
Thank you.
Got a few degrees hotter in here.
Oof. Yeah, for me too.
I know.
It's a lot of work.
And you look like $1 million.
Thank you.
And let's talk about some background and history if we can. Let's talk about, you're originally from Atlanta, Georgia, by the way.
Yes.
Doesn't make you a bad girl. I want to start by saying.
Hot. It's really, really hot.
I know. You started doing things at an early age. Age 12, I get a kick out of this. When you were 12 years old, you auditioned against 5,000 kids at Radio City Hall to perform at the U.S. Open Center Court for the finals match.
Yeah.
And you were selected.
I was.
How many kids got picked?
Only 10.
Out of 5,000.
Yeah, and we were kind of spread out between the semifinals and finals, and that was. My mom was more nervous than I was, though. She broke out in hives. I felt bad.
Were you a cool cucumber or doing all these auditions and things you did at an early age?
You know what stinks? I was cooler then than I am now. Right, like right now, I'm freaking out inside. You don't know.
Why?
You don't know. I don't know.
You know, in my opinion, it's the force. Either you're born with it or you're not. You were so born with it. It's
Thank
like
you.
ridiculous.
Well, actually, I got picked up for modeling when I was 9, and I never had any intentions of being a singer, anything, and just so happened.
It just so happened.
That's where.
You went into a few other directions. Yeah, I gotcha. I get a kick out of this, too. Walt Disney did a tour of High School Musical 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. You were the youngest cast member. And
I
you
was 12 and 13.
How long were you involved in that project?
Well, they were touring, so each one lasted about 3-4 months. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So, when did you know? What did you want to do first? Did you want to sing? Did you want to? You dance as well?
I wanted to be a veterinarian first, actually.
You wanted to be a vet.
Yeah. And then I joined a choir called Harmony, just for fun, and I got picked up off the street for elite modeling first with Elite Models, and then turns out I was a better singer than I was anything else. So.
Very cool, kiddo.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You just called me kiddo. That's all right.
Throw that bottle at me next time.
I will.
I won't do it again. I won't do it again. More importantly, I'm going to say your
He
last.
makes me twitch.
More importantly, I'm going to say your name correctly. There you all locked and loaded, good to go. Thanks, ACEY. I appreciate that. Let's talk. All right, fair enough. Let's talk about this cool thing you and this ensemble of players get to do, like roughly once a month, heading out to the West Coast.
Yeah, it's actually starting to be more than that, thankfully. No, we've been to California 3 times now. 3 times, yeah.
The famous LA's Whiskey A Go Go.
2 times, and I performed there with ACEY another time as well.
And you're going to be going back there on a regular basis.
They like us out there.
That's what I hear.
And I really like it out there too. It's very chill.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And I see videos and I see a lot of things posted
God.
online, and you seem very much at home out there. Not too comfortable, I hope. You're not going to. No plans on moving out there.
No.
All right,
no,
good.
Maybe bi-coastal, but New York is where it's
Those
at.
audiences are very receptive to what you guys do, though.
They are.
And it's really cool to see.
They're great here too, though. I'm not gonna.
Well, you can't beat the audiences on the East Coast. Some of the best audiences in the world come from the New York area, so that's a given anyway. But I'll tell you what, everywhere you play, you're very well received.
Thank you.
And it's great to see you doing your thing. Let's get into another one. We'll come back and talk some more.
All right.
What are we doing next?
We're doing a cover song, Led Zeppelin.
You good to go?
Yeah. Guys.
Are you guys good to go?
Yeah, I guess they're good to go.
Here we go. Blues Warehouse.
ships to the new land and fight the horde, singing and crying. Behold, I am coming. Onwards we will, with rushing on. Now we know we'll be the Western Shore. We come from the land of the ice and snow, from the midnight sun where the hot springs flow. How soft and feel so green can whisper children born of how we come in times of war. We are your overlords. Promise we will, with pressing on. All we know will be the Western Shore. Hey, so now you better stop and rebuild all your ruins. For peace and trust can win it. Despite all your
Great rendition, great rendition.
Thank you.
Let's pick up the Rachel Lorin journey if we can. Let's talk about a couple other cool things that you do. There's a great rock singer. There's a band called TNT. I think you might have heard of. There's another great rock band called Skid Row. I think a guy named Sebastian Bach used
Yeah, I
to.
know where this is going.
Sebastian Bach used to be the big singer in that band. A fella that took over for vocals in Skid Row and
Yes.
sings with TNT named Tony Harnell.
Yes.
Phenomenal male vocalist.
Yeah.
You performed with him a bunch of times in the city.
Tons of times.
Tons of times.
Yeah, I met him at a hot sauce.
You met him where?
event. It's as stupid as it sounds. Yeah, Bumblefoot was actually released, which is kind of cool, releasing his own hot sauce, and Tony happened to be there singing with him. And
Literally a hot sauce.
I was actually not even gonna go.
What made you go?
Well, it was my birthday coming up, and I was like, you know what? I could use a night out. I had no idea Tony was going to be there, or Bumblefoot, and I was a big fan of Tony's, because, there aren't that many singers that can...
Do what he does.
Yeah, well, yeah. And we met, and I was like, oh my God, I'm a huge fan. And I gave him my information, and I said I would love to work with you. And he ended up vocal coaching me first, thought I was talented, and then started songwriting with me and dragging me along to his performances, which I thought I was like the wet blanket, but it ended up being so great for both of us to have each other.
There's some great YouTube videos of you
Yeah.
performing live with him,
Yeah.
and really cool,
Yeah.
really cool stuff. And
It was definitely the starting point of the rock for me, because I really didn't know. I didn't have a direction. I wasn't aware of what I could do with my voice yet. And, he helped me kind of find my way. Because I was like, I can't really sing and dance music, and I can't really stand there and sing, like, with that genre. Even though it's great, it's not me. And so I found my way. I did a cover of Love Bites from Def
Leppard,
and that was
sure.
kind of my way of segueing into the rock world.
that's how it started for you.
Very much so, yeah.
How long ago?
God, it's been 2.5 years now.
Only 2.5 years.
3 maybe, yeah.
Well, great beginning for you. Great
Thank you.
beginning for you. Something else that you do very near and dear to my heart, as you know, I work a lot with sick kids on Long Island, kids with cancer.
That's just
Special
amazing.
needs kids, extreme special needs kids, all these different things,
Yeah.
these charities we like to run, my partner and I. You perform at schools for anti-bullying programs.
Yes.
How'd you get involved in that?
Well, I actually perform for actually 2 different foundations. One is anti-bullying, and one is donating instruments to schools that can't afford a music curriculum. And I got involved about 3 years ago doing that, and we tour schools all around, and
Put on concerts.
yeah, it's pretty much the most amazing experience ever.
Putting smiles on faces of kids.
Because kids are like your worst critic, you know? They'll be honest, so there's nothing better than getting on stage and having a room full of 500 kids just appreciate your art and love it and laugh and smile, and it's like, you know, they don't really get to see it that much, and it's just really cool to bring a concert to them.
This music program I run at Stony Brook Children's Hospital up on the pediatric floor,
Yeah.
I bring musicians up to play for the kids every week.
It's amazing.
Please come join me one Friday.
We plan on it.
And let's get you to make those kids smile if we can.
I cannot wait to do that.
I can't wait to bring you up there. You'll make a great contribution to it. So we have to talk a lot more about that.
I would love that.
Let's get back to work. Let's put you guys back to work, and then we'll talk to some of these other fine musicians.
ACEY's going to introduce this song.
What are we doing
It's
next?
actually his.
We are doing a song called "She Brings Down the Moon."
You good to go?
I'm
gonna take
Are we allowed to curse on this?
There's no FCC requirements on internet, so actually you can.
I'm always fucking ready. Let's do it.
Once again on the Blues Warehouse, we're going to keep it moving with Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps.
She is sad. She brings down the moon. Her angel wings block out the sky. They wanna chloroform her dreams. All her kids are and her those precious wings. A shattered heart that makes you choke. I choke. But when I live, then I won't cover me. Kiss my eyes, but I can't see. I can't see no more. You know it.
Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps, New York City's own. Well done, people. Well done.
I'm sweating after that.
It got a little hotter in here, didn't it? Grab some water while I grab ACEY SLADE, if he'll head up to his mic.
Hello.
How you doing, AC?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Welcome to the Blues Warehouse.
It is a pleasure to be a part of the Blues Warehouse.
I don't know if you're aware of this. I'm sure you are at this point. We're taking a slight direction left turn from the blues tonight. Were you aware of that?
Well, it's still the devil's music. so it's that's the common theme, you know.
I knew you were going to be fun to talk to.
We're still in league with Satan, you know.
I knew you were going to be fun to talk to.
Robert Johnson,
tonight.
Rachel Lorin, you know.
How often you go to church? I'm just wondering.
Well,
What?
which one?
What church do you? I don't even want to go there with you. I really don't want to go there. That could be a whole nother show, man. That could be a whole nother show. Let's talk about some background and history. You began on the bass at an early age yourself.
Well, sort of. I just kind of always wanted to play anything, whether it was a woodblock, triangle, pan flute, whatever you name it. I wanted to play it.
What did you play first and get passionate with? When you
Actually, I sang first in the church choir.
is that right?
That is true. And actually, one of my big influences was the Passion play. That's the truth.
I believe you. I believe you.
Because I thought it was rad, because at the end of it, they crucified Jesus, which it's not that I like that, but they had fake blood, and they had this fake crown of thorns, and I was like, that's badass, man. I want to do that.
You like Alice Cooper, don't you?
And then I saw Alice Cooper just a couple weeks later, and I was like, it's the same thing as the Passion play, right? So I got the Alice Cooper t-shirt, and my mom's like, you can't wear that to school. And I'm like, well, why not? It's the same as the Passion play at church, right? And she's like, you got to go to your room immediately.
Did she allow you to leave your room yet? Or did you sneak out the window tonight to be here?
Sometimes.
I'm with
Shimmy
you.
down the tree.
Let's talk about some background and history, some highlights for ACEY SLADE. Sony Epic band, Dope. Mm-hmm. Talk to me about this project, Dope.
Well, that's what brought me to New York. You know, I was living in Pennsylvania, and they needed a bass player, and I was lucky enough that they called me up, and I came up, and the rest was like history. We just went on tour after that, and blah, blah, blah. 2
albums went gold with the Dope project. There's a movie series I think you might have heard of called Scream. Scream 3 soundtrack your band was in.
Yes, that's true.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They did pretty well for a while, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. There's a great rock band that I love, these masks these guys wear. And if you YouTube it, you'll see what I'm talking about. This cool band, they play festivals around the world called Slipknot. Mm-hmm. You're friends with the drummer of this band.
Yeah. We had a band called the Murder Dolls together.
And did Murder Dolls tour with Slipknot?
No. That would have killed him.
It would have.
Yes, because both bands were like really high energy, high output type things, and
big time high energy.
Yeah.
Big time high energy. Let me see. You picked up some awards in your travels over the years. Mm-hmm. It appears several awards like Metal Hammer and Rock Sound.
Yeah.
Was that with the Murder Dolls?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Very cool. Very cool. Let's jump to 2009.
Uh huh.
You got a pretty cool opportunity to not play bass but play guitar for Long Island's own Joan Jett?
Half right. I played bass.
Oh, you did play bass?
I did.
All right.
But it was Joan.
How did you get that opportunity to be in Joan Jett's band?
Well, I quit music completely, and the day I quit music, my phone rang, and it was someone who was related to the band's wife, and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm quitting music." She said, "Go home and learn 5 Joan Jett songs. If you nail the rehearsal, you're going to Australia." That was it.
Really?
I swear to God.
You wouldn't kid me.
You might not think that means much after our previous conversation, but I swear to God.
I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you. No need to swear. If you want to drop another F-bomb during the show, it's not going to faze me either way, but you don't need to swear.
Rachel may. She might drop it.
Does she have a potty mouth?
She can sometimes.
Because I'm angry.
Well, come here. Come on the mic. No. This is about Rachel Lorin, so come on.
Say her name again. Say her
Rachel
name.
Lorin.
Rachel Lorin. Don't feel the need to swear because he's giving you pressure.
No, this is a love-hate relationship right
Is
here.
this a love-hate thing?
More hate.
What I really want to know is how long have you two been working together?
We've been working together for almost a year now.
But I've known him since 2014.
Nobody can hear you. Say it again.
But I've known him since 2014.
You know him for 2 years, but you've been playing together for a year.
That's correct.
And how did you guys cross paths?
Just through a mutual
Through
friend.
Tony
and,
Harnell.
Through
was
Tony
that who it
Harnell?
was?
Yes.
Oh, it was just a mutual
Yeah.
friend. And
Yeah.
Nice.
and Rachel needed a music director and a bass player, and you know, I heard the songs, and it was a no-brainer.
The rest is history,
He said
Yes.
no brainer.
as you said earlier. Are you saying he has no brains?
No, I just make fun of the way he talks.
I know, I'm teasing.
Funny.
I'm teasing.
I'm the Tin Man in the group.
He even
Are you the
says-
Tin Man in the group?
He says,
Yeah.
take a picture. Seriously.
He's the lion. He has no heart. Was the lion had no heart, right? Who was it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Rachel, I think this is your territory, like Wizard of Oz. Tin Man had no
Lion
brain.
doesn't have courage.
Oh, he doesn't have courage.
He didn't have courage.
Ah,
The
who didn't
Tin
have
Man
a heart?
doesn't have the ticking heart.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Oh, then
And
I'm the Scarecrow.
doesn't.
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Rad.
The
Scarecrow's
Scarecrow.
Awesome. I want to be the Scarecrow.
Wait, what
You would
doesn't he
make a
have
good
again?
scarecrow.
Right?
What doesn't he have? Oh, a brain. If I only had a brain.
Did you hear about the Scarecrow
could
that
be the
won?
Scarecrow.
Did you hear about the Scarecrow that won the Nobel Peace Prize?
He was outstanding in his field.
Yes. He was outstanding in his field.
Good
Shut
job,
up,
Danny LaMagna on the
Seriously,
kit.
shut up.
Good job.
You see, he was outstanding in his field. You see.
Listen,
No.
we could sit here for another hour and just have the silly banter, but I say we put you people back to work.
Lord.
Let's do another tune, and
This song is called Freak Show.
we'll come back and talk to the rhythm section next.
Okay.
Are you good to go, Rachel?
I think so.
You look like $1 million. Have I told you that yet?
Thank you. So do you. I love this button down.
Thanks for
So dressy.
thanks for joining us today and coming out here today
Thank
to do
you
this.
for having us.
Let's do the tune. We'll come back and talk to this fine rhythm section. And
Mom actually rented a mom van for this, by the way.
did she?
Oh, yeah.
I love your mom.
Sexy.
She's good people. I like you, Mom. You're good people. Just wanted to share that with you. Once again on the Blues Warehouse, we're going to keep it moving. This is New York City's own Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps.
You are a freak! You're a freak! You're a freak! You're a freak! You're a freak!
Don't break the silence, it's dark all around us. Hide in the basement and wait for the siren. I know it's hard, you can hide your possession. Meaner and tougher, but still my obsession. Oh, there's a madness in the corner of my eye, and I see this great illusion start to die. You've been told for your weakness and lie, but still we keep on going free. So. The pills, headaches over and over. Fighting with the gods, I'm losing my poor mind. Somehow I'm still here with infatuation. Lying and lying, Mr. Captivation. Oh, there's a madness in the corner of my eye, and I see this great illusion start to die. It's all with a weakness and a lie, but still we keep on going. Look at us, we're like the others in the dark, getting lost in our sunless sunshine. I know I will miss all that fake fucking bliss, but we can live happily forever after. Oh, oh,
Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps. Well done, people. Well done. Let me grab on the. Well, let's talk to the lead guitarist if we can. Let's grab JASTER if he'll head on up to his mic. How you doing, JASTER?
What's up?
You a New York City guy?
Yeah, born and raised.
Born
in
and
Brooklyn.
raised? Very cool. Let's jump into some history with you, man. Let's talk about when you began musically. Is that when did you first play the guitar? When did you know this is something you were going to do in life?
I
Were you a little guy?
Yeah, kind of teenager. Yeah.
Okay.
13, 14.
What was the influence?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Slash. I learned all of his guitar solos, and I wanted to be Slash.
Can you play like their whole catalog? You strike me as the type that can.
Yeah.
I figured you can. What about the new stuff he does now with who's that singer from the movie Mark Wahlberg played Rockstar? Remember the one guy that actually sang in the movie that's in Slash's band today?
Yeah.
What's that guy's name?
Miles Kennedy.
Miles Kennedy. Can you play the newer stuff? You probably can.
I probably can, but it's I stick to the classics.
You stick to the classics. So let's talk about junior high and high school. What are you doing musically? Are you in garage bands? Are you playing out? What are you doing musically?
Nah, dude, just playing on my own. Playing air guitar in my bedroom. just
Air
kinda-
guitar?
Yeah.
All right.
For years before I actually
Picked up a real one.
Yeah.
Now, when you picked up a real one, did you lock yourself in your room and just practice?
I was
practice?
obsessed. Yeah.
All right, all right. When you know what, good-looking guy, man. I imagine women had to come into your life sooner or later while out playing.
Yeah, the girls hated me during high school.
Did they?
Yeah.
That came a little later for you.
I was teased a lot, and then picked up the guitar, and that was
Then
it.
they started lining
That was
up.
it, yeah.
I can only imagine. How long have you been apart? How'd you meet Rachel Lorin and these guys?
Through ACEY, actually. He called me up one day, said he needed a guitarist, and he sent me some songs, and everything just happened smoothly, pretty much.
A little rehearsal. You clicked with everybody
Yeah,
pretty well the first time out, and
everyone was cool, and time passed by.
Thank you, Rachel. Any other projects you're involved in other than this band? Do you do anything else musically, or is this pretty much?
I play guitar in a few other bands.
You do?
The Party Death, which is my old rock and roll band.
Another New York City based?
Yeah, we're actually semi-reuniting. We haven't played together in 6 years.
Okay.
So that's kind of fun. I play with ACEY. He has his solo project as well.
Yeah, he's got another thing as well, I understand, sure.
And with a couple of friends, just a bunch of rock and roll bands.
With all these things that other things you're involved in, do you make time to, like when they shoot out to the West Coast, to like be with them?
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool.
I started using my calendar on my phone finally a few months ago.
Yeah, it
saves my life.
It's a pretty effective tool when actually in use. So I can appreciate that, man. You sound great, man. I like the instrument. I like the look. I like the sound. You make a great dynamic to this project. Keep going strong, man. JASTER on the lead guitar. I thank you, sir.
Thanks, dude.
Let's jump into another tune. We'll come back and chat with the fearless drummer afterwards.
He is fearless.
What are we doing next there, my dear?
This mic is going crazy on me. It's called "It's in Me."
This is like in my opinion, this is a signature. A signature. You guys
This
made
is a signature.
You guys made a professionally shot video.
Yeah.
With this tune.
Where ACEY was a creep. What else is new?
It's kind of
he put on like black latex gloves in the beginning.
Yeah, it was a little scary.
I know.
It was a little scary, but
But it turned you on a little bit, didn't it?
it you know what? It had its moments. I can't lie. It had its moments.
Hey now.
The video definitely pulls you in mentally, emotionally.
Thank you.
And it's a great piece, and you're going to do it right now?
Yes.
It's my favorite that you guys do.
I really hope to hypnotize you.
It's one of my two favorites. I'm going to go hang out in the booth with
Well,
Steve.
congratulations is your favorite.
That's one of my two faves.
All right.
That
And we
one-
open with that just for you.
That one and the one you're about to do now.
Awesome.
So here we go. Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps. Blues Warehouse. Let's do it.
Oh
This week's featured artist, Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps. Well done, Rachel. I like that one a lot. It's one of my two top faves out of this project. You all right?
You, yeah. I just got slapped in the face by this mic. He hates me.
God's paying you back for throwing that thing at me before.
You kind of deserved it.
The water
for calling me
bottle.
kiddo, though.
All right. See, you just planted that word back in my head. I just erased it. Now I'm going to use it again. Let me grab on the drum kit, if we'll pull that mic from behind him around, Mr. Danny LAMAGNA. How you doing, Danny?
I'm good, Mark. How are you?
Welcome to the Blues Warehouse, my man.
Thanks. Good to be
Sounding
here.
good on the kit. You're endorsed by DW Drums, aren't you?
Yeah, buddy.
How long ago?
2005.
Very cool. Let's talk about when you began musically. When did you get behind the kit for the first time?
I had drums in my house when I was probably about 8 years old.
Were you 8?
Yeah, I was about 8.
And were you serious with it back in those days?
Nah, I didn't really care. I kind of just went down and made noise, and then somewhere around 11, I started playing in this local club in Freeport called Right Track In.
The Right Track In, no
I ended
kidding.
up playing there like every Friday night from.
That was a famous place way back in the day,
I was
man.
about 11 until about 14, so.
Very cool.
From then on, I was kind of playing.
Let's talk about things that you've done musically before this project, some other bands you've been in. What were you doing junior high and high school days?
Junior high, I was mostly playing in metal bands.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it was the early 90s, so like.
You're the one Long Island guy in this band, correct?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. What, out in the Westbury area?
I'm from Baldwin.
You're from Baldwin.
Yeah, I moved to Westbury about, 5 months ago.
All right. How'd you get involved in this project? How'd you learn about this project?
Well, ACEY and I have crossed paths in different bands we've been in a bunch of times. And he called me up, I guess, last September or so, and they were shooting a video, and they needed somebody to stand in. So I came down, I met everybody, I got along with everybody, and, you know.
Everything clicked, and there's been no looking back.
Yeah, I just started playing.
Very cool, man. Are you doing anything else musically other than this project, or is this it for you?
I do a lot of stuff, but this is pretty much like the band I'm playing in live.
This is the
I do a
primary.
lot of studio work.
This is the primary project.
Yeah.
You're a session drummer. You'll be a gun for hire if somebody needs you.
Yeah, I pop out on tour here and there. You know, I do a lot of playing. I've actually been playing a lot local.
Great chops, man. Great
Thank you.
chops.
Thanks, appreciate it.
You make another great dynamic to this project, and keep going strong, man. Danny LAMAGNA on the drum kit. I thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Guys, we have time for 2 more. So let's do another one. We'll do our goodbyes, and then you will play us out. What are we going to do next? Rachel Lorin? Or AC?
This song is called Pray Tell, and I wrote it when I was in church last Sunday.
That's bullshit.
Okay, that's a lie. This is the first song that Rachel
That's
and I
such bullshit, yeah.
wrote together.
This is the first song what?
This is the first song that Rachel and I wrote together. It
Oh,
was
the
our
first song.
Yeah, our first collaboration.
You guys collaborated on this one together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And is this the first time you're playing it? You play it out to the publicly, don't you?
Yeah.
I know. See what you made me do?
She has that effect on many men.
It's your fault, Rachel.
You're one of them.
I'm definitely blaming you.
He can. If that's the case, yeah, ACEY's dumb.
All right. Well,
All right.
before I say we have time for only one more,
Exactly.
let's get into this song so we can do the 2. Rachel, hi.
Rachel actually really wanted to play this song for you because she felt like it was kind of like the bluesiest of all.
And what's the name of it again?
This is called Pray Tell.
Well, Long Island Blues Warehouse. We're going to keep it moving with Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps.
Let's do it.
You really did it this time. And you keep casting shadows in my mind. Sweet soul, Just come today. Speak the story, lonely me. Anything I want to get closer. Pray tell me wait now. Pray tell me what you're about. Pray tell me sweet love. Hey, 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 hey. Pray tell I'm around me. Pray tell pray tell just give me a chance to invite me Pray tell you wait now. Pray tell me what you're about. Pray tell me sweet love. So hey, hey, hey. Pray tell me sweet now. Pray tell me what you're about. Pray tell me sweet love. Pray tell, hey,
Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps. Well done, people. Well done indeed. Rachel, is there a website that people can follow this ensemble?
We are on Reverb Nation, Instagram, Facebook, all that crap. But we do have a website, but it's under construction right now.
Okay.
But Reverb Nation, yeah, Rachel and the Blackstraps.
Rachel and the Blackstraps?
Yeah, my Facebook is Rachel Lorin, Lorin. My Instagram is Rachel Lorin, Lorin. Twitter, too, it's Rachel L, and the last name is Filsoof on Twitter.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
We're going to do some goodbyes before you play us out. I want to start with over here on the guitar. Lead guitar, Jaster. Thank you, sir. Great having you on the stage with us tonight.
Thank you.
Good having you. Back there on the drum kit, Mr. Danny LaMagna. Great job, Danny. Thank you, my man. Over there on the bass, Mr. ACEY SLADE.
Thank you.
Thank you, AC. And last but certainly not least, the lovely and extremely talented Rachel
Who?
Lorin.
Who?
How was that for pronouncing the last name correctly?
Much better.
Much better. I've been practicing. Have you noticed?
I did.
Great job today in here.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Please
you.
come back and join us again.
I will, kiddo.
Please come play for the kids at Stony Brook Children's Hospital.
Of course.
And
I'll
come,
do anything for the kiddos.
And come back and do my live Friday morning show again over at WUSB in Stony Brook.
Okay, but that means you have to stay up with me the night before because I refuse to wake up at 7 in the morning again. That was terrible.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes.
Okay,
I'm sorry, I'm unable to
buy some reverb, you know, and some delay, and like.
I'll tell you. We'll wake up at 4 in the morning, so by the time it's 9 and time to perform, your body will think it's 5 or 6 in the afternoon.
Thank you.
Why don't you just stay up all night?
That's what she just said. I don't want to do that. That doesn't.
I will.
Listen, I'm not as young as you guys. That's not for me. Listen, before you guys play us out, we do want to thank this amazing New York City band for coming out and joining us here at EKO Studios in Deer Park, New York, the official studio of the Long Island Blues Warehouse. For the Blues Warehouse, I'm Mark Klein at liblues.com. Always remember to check out my live show on Friday mornings at 90.1 FM here on Long Island or liblues.com to get the live stream. We say goodbye and thank you guys one more time as you play us out. Rachel, thank you, my dear.
Thank you, baby.
Look forward to seeing you again
I
very
love you.
soon. Right back at you, kiddo.
Thank you.
Had to do it one more time. You threw a bottle at me.
Now all of a sudden,
You threw a bottle at me.
I'm twitching.
Here we go. One more time in the Blues Warehouse. They're going to play us out. We say goodnight to Rachel Lorin and the Blackstraps.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. You don't know what I'm going through. I see myself from your point of view. Guess it must be hard for you. Welcome to the life of things you don't see. Welcome to the show. It's all about me. Got up and said I'm suffering you. Wouldn't understand, but now you wanna tell me. Where did you go when I am sleeping? You think that I don't know? Where did you go when I am dreaming about what you can't give me? What do you see when you look at me? Can't find the love in you. Well, I think I hate you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So unfair to see you through what you said when you said